Honestly, this game speaks for itself. Sega Rally Championship has a vibe, man. Like most Sega games, there's an amazing soundtrack with beautiful, honestly impressive graphics. This is the first time I've ever played a Sega Saturn. Yep, what you're seeing is off legit hardware. Sega Rally is a whole franchise of games originating in the arcade. The first arcade cabinet was released in 1994, while the Saturn port came out in late 1995. 96 if you reside in Europe. The gameplay is very simple. You are tasked with finishing a one-way track as quick as possible. Since this is based on the real world of rally racing, there's a variety of surfaces that affect how your vehicle handles. There are two iconic cars to choose from that both come in automatic or manual transmission. There's also a way to customize them further in the car setting menu if you really want to tinker and have a more specific car to how you drive. In championship mode, which is the main game mode, you have to race all three included courses in one go. Takes about maybe 5 minutes if factoring in load times and result screens. You start in 15th place and have to pass other cars on the road. The goal is to be in first place by the end of the third course. You have a navigator who alerts you to the upcoming turns or jumps. This is kind of standard thing to see in a rally game because in real life, rally racing does have dudes giving directions.
Easy left. Easy left, easy right. Whoa!
The name of the game is Perfection. Sure, there's only 3 courses, but the goal is to be able to finish them all as quick as possible in one clean go. And the pacing's done real well, as the first track is pretty easy, the next one's a little more difficult, then the third one will be your undoing. It's a really, really difficult track. There is an extra car and track you can unlock by finishing the championship in first place or by inputting cheat codes. I was not able to finish first in the championship mode. This game is easy to pick up, but very challenging to master. It doesn't help that I'm not really a fan of this controller. I realize that there's a steering wheel for the Saturn, but this is all I got at the moment. I got a little used to it over time, and I think a little bit of my suckage is just lack of skill, but I also didn't stick with the game too terribly long. I feel like if I sat down and really spent a week trying to master this, I could probably finish championship mode. I mean, I love perfecting my times in racing games. This is more of a precursor to the fact that I want to check out Sega Rally 2 soon, and I feel like I can't check out that one without checking where it came from. As for the Saturn version of Sega Rally, let me just say that whatever you've heard about this game, it's true. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, I haven't really seen anything negative online. It's kind of universally received as one of the best games out there, and I have to agree, it's absolutely amazing. I mean, just listen to some of the sounds and music.
3, 2, 1, go! Very long, easy right.
Even the Game Over screen has a very unique track that in itself has become sort of a meme these days. Then you watch your championship replay, and each track has its own tune, and honestly, it would be great for background footage of a video or on a TV in the background. There is so much music that it's honestly impressive for a 1995 home console game. However, I think the most impressive thing is how smooth the gameplay is. This is a very fast-moving game, and it's running at a steady frame rate with little to no hiccups or stutters. It is astonishing how well this is running off 27-year-old hardware. But because there isn't a whole lot of content, this means this video is going to be a little bit short. I mean, there's not a whole lot I can discuss besides gushing over how fantastic this whole thing is. I'm not sure if I'll do another Sega Saturn video. I have a tiny library of games, and some of these can be found on other platforms. I've been toying with the idea of redoing my Sonic R review, where I used the inferior PC port. I mean, heck, I redid Land of the Dead, and you guys seem to enjoy that, so maybe I will do that. If that's something that you'd might like to see, let me know. But, you know, as always, until then, I'll see you in the next video of whatever I decide that may be. And if you haven't played Sega Rally, now's the time, even if that means booting up an emulator, because that's probably much easier than obtaining a Sega Saturn and a physical copy of this game. As a show off to the end of this video, I just want you to watch this replay and vibe with how awesome this game is.
You must better your skills on this course, or you'll become Rally Roadkill.
That's gotta hurt.